Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, let me know how my volume is. Wait, you know what? I can do that myself. Let me do this. And I think it's okay. Let me just um hmm see if that makes a difference. Check one, two, three. Yes, I think it's okay. I think so. I'm gonna. Hey, can I do that manual? Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I think. Yeah. Let me see what you all say. Sounds good? Okay, great. Thank you. Right, let me put that back here and get rid of my face. Seen enough of that old mug hanging around. Happy Friday. Bunny Rose, thank you so much for being here first. Hello to Jedi Lady, Mary H, Fancy, Beverly Jackson, and Novi D, Gerda Sifrin. Wow, it's been a while, hasn't it, Gerda? Marcia Ware, yes. Haven't seen that name around for a spell. Miss Levy H, Mama Janet, delightful Charlene. Okay. If you say so. Pamela Vickers Tuttle. Wow, okay. And Carolita Simone, thank you for being here. Lovely. Okay. Well, let me see. How do I ask the question? I want to make it an easy emoji for you to find. So let's see some thumbs up. Did you get everything that you wanted from As Ever? Let's see some thumbs up. Did you get everything that you wanted? Did you get anything? Put a thumb up. Um, well, let me just say I can put my thumb up at least 3 times. Yeah, at least 3 times. Wow, very good. Very good. Well, I haven't heard from Stephen Black today, but I'm sure he made out like a bandit. Nobody's inboxed me to gloat, but let me see here. Okay. Minnie, Marcia Ware, Pamela, Foxy Brown, Disorganized Crafter. Well, admitting is the first step. Hello, Lorraine Esmeralda. My trick was to choose 2 items quickly and check out immediately, or select all and check out quickly. You know what? I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but I was a little late. I was a little late. In the 11th hour, I got very confused about the start time. And the only reason why I caught on is because I saw some photos on social media and I'm like, hey, that's the new stuff. And then I'm like, has it started yet? So I got over there and I managed to get the apricot preserve. I got the cookies and I got the flour sprinkles. Yeah, so that's what I have. Um, but the raspberry, oh, the raspberry went fast. Now, I'm going to tell you that I noticed, was it just my imagination, or for the raspberry, did it say limit 6? Because if it said limit six, could you imagine how many people purchase six? Right? Could you imagine how many people purchase six? And then, even with that, imagine how many people may have had another member of the household who could purchase six. Not that I want to give anybody any ideas, but you do understand. Elaine Parker, thank you so much for being here. It is indeed a happy Friday now. Elaine Parker is here. Legs, how did you do, Legs? Did you get everything you wanted? Let me see. Baron, sell me your. Oh, man. Um, I'm anxious to taste that apricot. I love apricot. As a matter of fact, Connie Balmer had sent some apricot preserve all the way from Switzerland. Yes, all the way from Switzerland. And I ate every bit of it. I really did. It was delicious. I'm trying to think, what did I oh, I put it on something. Um oh, I forgot. I forgot. It was something like a dessert something already. And then I put the apricot on it and it was just like, oh, it was amazing. Oh, you got the orange blossom honey. Well, you know what? Let me get some pictures going here so we can show other people what we're speaking of. Um, oh, you know what? That's what I didn't do. I didn't load a picture of everything. Well, even right here, just beneath sold out, you can see the orange blossom honey. Yeah, you can see it there. Uh-oh. Abby Rosemary says, please, squatties in the USA, share with us, please. Oh my goodness. You know what? I was sitting here feeling sorry for myself because I didn't get everything that I wanted, but I have been humbled because I have to remember um there's some people who could not get anything even if they were, able to. They just, because of geography, it's impossible. So yeah, now I'm humbled. I am humbled. Um oh, let me see. I could use that. Yes, I could use that. So otherwise, what can I say? It was exciting. I realized that, okay, this is just for me. When I order, I have to stay away from the iOS and go through my what do you call it? My Chrome, Google Chrome. I have to stay away from the iOS and go through my Google Chrome. It was so much smoother. Yeah, so much smoother because the iOS, that wasn't working for me. TCC Sun says, I finally got honey. Only one. They took my other two. I did get the apricot jam, the tea, and the cookies. All right. Congratulations. And thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you for being a member of Royal Sussex. But yeah, the apricot, for some reason, people were kind of slow to purchase it. And I don't know why. I just think that some people have never had apricot preserve or apricot jam before. And we're feeling a bit uncertain. And I think it was one of the last things that sold. Um, I think they were kind of down to the apricot, the crepes, the cookies, and the flour sprinkles. I believe that our Duchess threw an extra order of the. But you know what? I believe there was plenty of everything. But I just think some people purchase multiple items, especially the raspberry preserve. I mean, that is like the genesis. That is the heart of as ever is the raspberry preserve. If the products were different organs of the human body, the raspberry preserve has to be the heart. I believe it would be the heart because um, it's highly desirable. That's what everybody wants. And of course, the honey. Let's say the honey is the brains of everything. Yes, the honey is the very consciousness of as ever. And everything else, it just kind of falls behind that. But oh man, it and I didn't get a chance to get the gift box or the fancy box for my apricot, but we'll see. And I had to order things separately, so I'm hoping that they'll realize, hey, it's all going to the same place. Let's combine the delivery. I hope it works out that way. I don't know, but either way, I'm glad I got in there and I got something. And like I said, I like the raspberry spread, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely amazing. Just the texture of it that you can see through the jar looks very rich. So, congratulations to the Duchess of Sussex for another brilliant product. What is it? Drop, load, whatever. Congratulations. And who knows? Maybe there'll be something to follow up. I hope so. Carolita Simone, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much for being here. But yeah, I'm hoping that the keepsake packaging for the apricot spread was gone in 10 minutes. The honey was gone in 3 minutes. I got them both and saw them get sold out in real time. Wow. Yeah, so even if I wouldn't have been, if I would not have lagged a bit, but I think that the people that were most successful, you needed to start refreshing your page like maybe 10 minutes before the start of things. And as I said, I got confused about the starting time, and that didn't help my situation at all. Um, I'm like, how in the Frappuccino did that happen? And next thing you know, it was over. I was like, no, no, no. Yeah, before you know it was over. So um let me see here. As ever. What do we have for as ever? Let me see here. Oh, hmm. Okay, that's not it. Mm, nope, that's not it. I don't want that one. Certainly not that one. That'd get me in trouble. Ah, I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. Let me see if this is the one. Okay, maybe not. Hmm. Well, that'll do for now. That'll have to do for now. I had the one for the factory, but I just don't know what I did with it. Let me try this one. Well, that was a short film from me. Brown Girl, member for 36 months. Hello to you too. Thank you for being here. And Laureen Esmeralda AT says, I think Megan focuses on quality, not quantity. So she may need to scale up a little and and limit to 3 instead of 6. You know, I saw the limit of 6 and I'm like, seriously? Oh, seriously? A limit of 3 rather than 6? How about a limit of 2? How about a limit of 2? Thank you so much, Lorraine Esmeralda. And thank you so much for being a member of Royal Sussex. Yeah, yeah. You know, everybody's gonna, it's like owning a what do you call that? It's like owning a Jaguar. Anyone who's owned a Jaguar, especially back in the day, they have what they call the war stories. And that was when the cars were sleek, elegant, but they were always in the shop. But yet people loved them. Well, how about our war stories? Is the products are curated, packaged well, the quality is top notch, but only if you can get yes, we need a support group. Tara Wilson, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for being here on Royal Sussex. Greatly appreciate it. Yes, we need to start like some kind of support group for people who have tried to order, and especially for those who have tried and have failed. I think that deserves a support group. Also, speaking of support, you guys, this is a very important week. As we near the end of the week, let me remind you all of something I think is incredibly important. And that is, I say that is, okay, maybe that ain't. Let me try that one more time. There it is. It's Connie Bomber Appreciation Week. This is the week when we express our appreciation for Connie Bomber. Connie Bomber, who has helped to support so many new channels that have come online. As I tell the story, sometimes I'm going through the YouTube and I see a new channel. I'm like, wow, this is a pretty good channel. And then I started getting the idea, let me go to the comments. Let me see what people are saying. And almost every time, one of the first people that have subscribed and supported that channel has been Connie Balmer. And it's those first 100, 200 people that subscribe, they're the ones that are actually saying to you, you know what? You can do this. So it's very, very meaningful when you're one of the early subscribers. So again, thank you, Connie Balmer, for the constant support. Okay. And there are so many of you that have also lend your support to some of the channels that were just starting out. And on behalf of all the content creators, trust me when I say this, we thank you. We appreciate the support. So Lex says, if order numbers are in an indication, she had a lot. I ordered in the first 5 minutes and my number was 6,258 until 8,304. It just went fast. Well, thank you so much, Lex, for that. That is very enlightening. I don't know. I was in such a frenzy. I wouldn't have noticed if the numbers were a snake right in front of my face. I wouldn't have noticed it. Thank you so much for sharing that. I had no idea. So thousands and thousands of orders. My goodness. Shelly L says, hi, Baron. Hello, Squatties. I hope everyone is well and living their best lives. I want some of that honey. Baron, what size shirt do you wear? Well, let me see. The guy that used to make P.T. Barnum's Big Top has retired. I tell you what, try to find as many X's as you can, and I'll work out the rest. Let me see here. But thank you so much for the super sticker. And as always, thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Let me see here. I don't want to say the name, but AM. Thank you so much for the PayPal. That is very thoughtful of you. Thank you very much. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it, as always. And thank you all for trusting me to do this work. That means so much to me. Okay, let me take that away. All right. Hey, Antoinette Kennedy, thank you for being here. Vivian Green, happy Friday to you. As ever. So, you guys, we're going to just take a brief pause from the as ever story. Meghan's visit with Emma is the gift that just keeps giving. Emma surprised us with some photos. What was it? 2 days ago? Yesterday? And then there was also a little vignette, a little video that she shared speaking about her time with Meghan, purpose, intention, and all that kind of stuff that they discussed. Very, very good conversation. It's right now, I have to say, in terms of the overall energy of the interview, I'm going to say that was my favorite Meghan interview thus far. Her being interviewed, yes. Stephen Colbert for Harry, and I'm going to say Emma for Meghan. I hope I didn't overstep the mark by saying that, but Emma and Meghan, they just, oh man, I get excited thinking about it. They were just, it was like watching two figure skaters shadow one another. Yeah, that's the only way I can describe it. So anyway, Meghan had a thing to say, and I'm going to share it with you. I said Meghan had a thing to say.
Of relationships.
There we go.
I'm Meghan, and I'm going to answer a few questions. As an auditioning
oh, you know what? I kind of messed up.
actress, you learn a few things. Have a really thick.
I'm sorry. You know what? I kind of messed up. You can't see the questions. That I did not contribute. So she's going to answer a few questions. I'm going to have to just tell you what the questions are. How do you make space for creativity within the realities of business planning, investment, and growth? And Meghan, you say,
Kids, it's impossible to not make space for creativity. We have two little ones. They are now 4 and 6. So that is my after school fun after a full day of work.
okay, the next question. If you could pass one piece of advice to women entering business with a public platform, what would it be? I repeat, if you could pass on one piece of advice to women entering business with a public platform, what would it be?
I think I would say drown out all the noise and just listen to your voice.
Okay, look ahead. What kind of legacy do you want to leave in business? Space? I'm sorry. What kind of legend do you want to leave in business space? Not just as a public figure, but as a founder and builder. As a founder and builder, what kind of legacy do you want to leave?
That I created something meaningful. That's fun. I love it when business gets to be both playful and purpose driven. And you can hear more on Aspire with Emma Green.
Okay, so again, that was a video. Do go to Emma. Is it Greed? Do go over to Emma's Instagram, and this video is over there waiting for you. If you are on Instagram, do make sure that you follow Emma and all the other people that Meghan has appeared on their channel, whether it's in video or picture. Those other public figures, do make sure you follow them. Please, it is very important. But yeah, so that is what Meghan had to say. Those were the additional questions that was thrown in there. And unfortunately, I didn't screenshot those questions, so I had to read them out loud to you. Okay. Now, let me see here. Go to the next slide. Well, take a look there. Now, it is a split image that was used on the website, right? For the as ever. And Meghan is on her tippy toes grabbing oranges out of the tree. And then there on the right side, you can see said oranges in a gift basket. No doubt Meghan has put this together to gift to someone she loves. And those, of course, I believe are orange blossoms, right? I think those are orange blossoms. But yeah, so Meghan loves to do the gift baskets. You know what I'm wondering though? When Meghan has gifted a basket, do you think she wants them back? Is that like Tupperware for her? You know how some people are obsessed about you returning their Tupperware? I wonder if Meghan expects those baskets back. Or do they like, does she like wait for you to bring the basket back before you get another gift basket? I'd be curious to find out. Yeah, not that Meghan is uptight, but you know how she is about the environment and sustainability. So just asking for a friend, that's all. Jennifer Clark, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you, as always, for watching Royal Sussex. Now, Jennifer, I'm assuming that you're in the UK and out of reach of the products. Let me just say, I am sorry in advance if that is the case. I would, as much as I'm missing a couple of things that I wanted, for everyone who lives in other countries, I think it would be great if everyone had possibility, and that will come in the future. I do hope so. But for now, things are going to be smaller, and It's like when you buy some of those dinners or whatever, and they put on the package made in small batches, which always ensures great quality as far as I'm concerned. So be patient, have faith. It is coming someday. Uh, hey, Joyce Anderson. Okay, Lydia Washington. Lydia, how did you do? Um, I think you know my story already. I got the cookie mix. I got the apricot spread, preserve, jam, whichever you call it, and I got the flour sprinkles. But you know, guys, if you were able to get the cookies, they actually come with some flour sprinkles in the box. So when you see the picture of the cookies with the flour sprinkles, there's a package inside of the box. And I hope everybody's clear on that. I would hate to think someone couldn't get the flour sprinkles and decided, well, then I don't want the cookies, because it definitely does come with it. And I've made a batch of the cookies before, and they were delicious. They were delicious. I even made some by putting the jam that I had available, like Megan did. You take the thumb and oh my goodness, that was delicious. They were so buttery. Every bite was like I just bit into a stick of butter. Amazing. Okay. Yes, I don't remember seeing the limits the first time I ordered, but I saw limits this time. So if they put a limit of 6, what was it before? Was there a limit before, or could people just get whatever they wanted? I don't know. I don't recall seeing a limit before. Okay, so this was also on the website. Um, in that incredibly small print, which is not very baby boomer friendly, but here goes. A curated collection by Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. As ever is more than a brand, it's a love language created by Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. As ever, welcomes you to a collection of products, each inspired by her long lasting love of cooking, entertaining, and hostessing with ease. This curated collection has been crafted to elevate your everyday and inspire moments of joy. There you go. That is the story right there. Um, and again, for those of you who were fortunate enough to get everything you want, or even if you just got some of the things you want, it felt fun being a part of it all. I felt like I was, I don't know. The camaraderie of it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, next. So that is what the apricot looks like. Look at that rich amber color. Now, unfortunately, I did not get the keepsake packaging, but I did get the apricot, and I cannot wait. Something tells me it's going to be just the right level of sweetness. Now, that on a piece of, oh, I don't know, a nice rustic bread, that is going to be delicious. I mean, I just cannot wait. I cannot wait. Or you can put it on some vanilla ice cream. Huh? A vanilla ice cream. And again, because it's Megan's product, I know it's not going to be too sugary. It's going to be just the right amount of sweetness. More of an adult palate, I would say. Oh, you got to wait until Friday? did it say 3 to 6 days for me? Something like that. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to describe the way that amber toned, sweet, delicious apricot spread would smear all over a nice piece of buttery toast. I didn't mean to go there. Or maybe just a dollop of it on a scoop of, I don't know, vanilla ice cream. Mom. Yeah, I didn't mean to mention that. But anyway, we'll find out. We'll find out. I can't wait. Hello to you too, Vaughn. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. And the rosé. The rosé. Look at that. Paired with, guess what? Apricots. Look at that rosé. Lordy have mercy. Now, I think you had to sign up for it. Is that right? I don't think anybody takes delivery of it just yet. I think they allowed you to sign up for it. But I am going to gladly do some taste testing. Yes, I will. I'm going to lay out my charcuterie board. I am going to put something with some apricots on that board. And I'm going to go to town. Yes. Is that Church Nelly? Yes, I missed out on the orange blossom honey. How must that taste? I could just imagine. The orange blossom honey. Drizzle that on something. Oh my goodness. Now, this is what I call living. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get an opportunity to get the apple blossom honey, but you'll have to let us know. Kavan Slim says, I got 2 apricot spreads, a raspberry spread, an orange honey, crepe mix, and shortbread mix, and flour sprinkles. Thank you so much for the super chat. And congratulations. Why am I talking like Oprah? What else would I do? Wow, congratulations. Now that is quite the haul. I've been trying to figure out who's managed to like really get the like, what do they call it? The mother load. I think we got a winner. I think we got a winner. Congratulations. Wow. That was some effort right there. You are like, that's your superhero power, is getting on those websites and ordering from getting onto the As Ever website. That is like the toughest order I've ever had to make. And I'm just grateful for what I did get, really. And of course, Miss Tig, what is it? Tignanello. That is the wine that Meghan had that aha moment. And of course, she named the Tig for that delicious wine. That's where the name comes from, just in case you didn't know. And from that point on, Meghan has been quite the wine connoisseur. Let's see. So Kavan says, it's best to order one item at a time. You hear that, folks? And you know, I've heard this someplace else. I happen to have been on Spaces earlier, listening anonymously, and that's what people said. They said, order, pay, get out of there, go back, refresh, order, pay, get out of there, go back, refresh, order, pay, in that order. And you'll be amazed, but you got to hit the ground running. It's also very important to be there at the start. And see, that's what happened to me the first time. I had all that stuff in that cart, and Lordy have mercy, my stuff was taken from me one after the other as I was scrambling to do the pay method. Oh, it was a nightmare. But now I know what to do. And as Dr. Maya Angelou would say, when you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. So now that you know better, you do better. That's what Dr. Maya Angelou said. Okay. Well, thank you for that advice. And I hope you all realize that you got to hit the ground running. Okay. Now, Meghan Sussex expands as ever with Napa Valley Rosé, just in time for the summer. And of course, in the summertime, it is very much a tradition to have a Riesling, a rosé, something light and bright, right? To me, Chardonnay is too dry, but a good rosé. And if you really want to go for something a little sweeter with a brighter taste, try the Riesling. So once again, it is the how am I stuck here? All right. Once again, it is the Feminagra. Feminagra provides the information for us. The article says Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, has introduced a fresh trio of offerings under her As Ever brand. Napa Valley Rosé, golden apricot spread, and delicious orange blossom honey. These additions, unveiled on June the 20th, reflect a continued evolution of her lifestyle vision. What began with preserves and pantry staples has grown into a fuller expression of seasonal hosting and elevated simplicity. I tell you, whoever writes this is brilliant. Love their writing style. The debut of As Ever Wine marks a new chapter, more than a product launched launched. It signals a confident step into a competitive and fast-growing market while staying rooted in the brand's signature warmth and refinement. With Meghan's California roots and her focus on intentional, joyful living, the rosé and its summer companions feels like a natural and thoughtful next move. It goes on to say Meghan's rosé arrived at a perfect time. Summer entertaining is in full swing, and the product's debut comes with all the visual charm and brand is known for. Refined packaging, soft apricot tones, and a message of hospitality and joy. On her podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, Meghan hinted at this pivot, sharing how the business plan evolved. As she refined her purpose and approach, she embraced the change just as any smart founder would. Unlike many celebrity wine ventures, that rush to market with flashy tie-ins, Meghan's As Ever wine takes a more curated and intentional approach. This isn't a vanity project. Nay, it's a product that reflects her life and taste and her audience's desire for quality with heart. Yes. So, and lastly, it says there's also an emotional connection at play. Her fans are loyal, engaged, and eager to support ventures that feel authentic to her life story. It's a smart blend of intimacy and aspiration, and that has already proven to drive sellouts and long wait lists. So, again, we have the rosé. Oh, Shirley Holland's daughter's birthday. Well, happy birthday to Shirley Holland's daughter, and many happy returns of the day. Let's see here. Today is my daughter's birthday, so I ordered her the tea and honey. Well, you know what? We're going to have to dance to celebrate your daughter's birthday. This will give us a chance to shake off some of that tension, right? Are you guys ready? We're going to have to salsa this one. Hit it. All right. Again, happy birthday to your daughter. Many happy returns of the day. You are just the best mom ever. Okay. Where are we here? Next we have, oh, did I do that twice? I guess I did. Oh, now you can see how much it costs if you get the keepsake packaging. It is $14. Well worth it. Well worth it. I love the box. I love the box. Thanks to one of the squatties who gifted the raspberry preserve to me last time around, I also have the keepsake box. So very cool. It just feels so quality. It really does. You don't eat apricots. Well, pardon the hell out of me. Sorry. I love apricot. I mean, I don't usually eat the fruit, but I always eat the preserves. It's rare that I would actually say, grab me some of those apricots. Now, wow, doesn't that wine look delicious? I could just splash that wine all over my face. I bet it just tastes amazing. See how the glass is all fogged up on the side? All the dew is collecting on. I love a nice chilled white wine. You just can't beat that in the summer. Now, let me get this straight. Do you take some honey and drizzle that into the wine? Is that what we're doing here? And then you squeeze just a bit of the lemon Is that what we're doing? Because that sounds awesome. I got one of those little honey, whatever you call those serving wooden things. I got one of those. Let me see. Sonia Kerr, thank you so much for the super sticker. And as always, thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Now, let me see. Our golden hued apricot spread balances a delicate sweetness and a gentle brightness that lets this beautiful stone fruit shine. And there on the right, that's okay. Both of these are what she posted on her, what do they call that? Where when you click on the profile picture, uh, we are live. Come explore. Now, see, I didn't catch that one. My phone did not. Well, my the it didn't tell me until well after it had started. So any other time, I think I get the messages really fast, but it must have just been, I don't know. I think our Duchess may have broke the internet somehow today. Maybe that's what happened. Okay, we've done that. And then Meghan also posted this video of these beautiful flowers waving. I don't know what kind of flowers those are, but tap to see our summer drop. She also posted that. Oh, doesn't that look delicious? That looks delicious. Meghan is ready for the summer, y'all. Ready for the summer. Oh, those are apricots and oranges. Okay, I got it. And that looks like apricots and yogurt with some granola. Now, that is a perfect breakfast right there. That is a perfect breakfast. You smell that? That smells good. And yesterday, very late last night or early this morning, Meghan posted this photo. I was just about done for the day or the very early morning. Some of you all were here with me. And I couldn't believe this photo came up, but it did. So you all may not have seen it already. But our Duchess was up late into the night with excitement. And then one of our intrepid squatties realized that may possibly be the same swing that Harry was swinging. And they put those photos side by side. What fun. And of course, the bitter Bettys just had to say something, didn't they? They just had to say something. You know why? I'll tell you why.
Bitter. And somebody needs to say it. Bitter. Bitter, bitter, bitter.
It's because they're bitter, bitter, bitter. Sells out in minutes as she releases video thanking her fans and saying people are even buying her flower sprinkles. Of course, Meghan. I couldn't leave those flower sprinkles on the shelf. I was going to buy them whatever, however much they cost. I wasn't going to leave those flower sprinkles behind. The Duchess of Sussex this afternoon released a video saying she couldn't believe that the fans had already bought up nearly all of the items, including the flower sprinkles. So I do have that video for you, and I'm going to share it with you. I hope. Let me see here. Oh, wait, am I going the right direction? Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Okay, the thank you video. Where is the thank you video? Huh. Interesting. Oh, recent. Okay, I got it, you guys. Please don't nobody help me. I got this. Nope. Don't help me. I got it. Okay, I don't got it. I tell you what, let me do this again and then I'll have it. Because I don't got it. I don't got it. Let's see. Ah, now I got it. Okay.
We spent so much time making sure we had so much more inventory. That's why we took the time, and you guys are doing it again. We're nearly sold out on everything, and I can't believe it. Even flower sprinkles, which I knew was going to be the big one again, so that has more inventory than all of it. And that's also about to sell out. So I was looking at my iMessage and I thought, okay, I love this feature, and I never thought of it like, is it confetti or is it flower sprinkles? Thanks, everybody.
Well, thank you, Megan. And I promise you very soon, I am going to do that very same thing. I am going to sprinkle flower petals everywhere.
Thanks, everybody.
Yes, I am going to get on everybody's nerves because I'm going to put flowers. I'm going to go to a restaurant and people I don't even know, I'm going to put flower sprinkles all over their food. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. The world is going to get to know the as ever flower sprinkles. So if I ask you all to bail me out, remember, I did it for the squad. Let me see here. I'm going to take a look at a couple of your comments before we go on to that topic. Let me see. Kay O'Brien says, I was only given 4 items to choose from. I got all 4 apricot preserves, cookie crepes, and of course the flower sprinkle. After my purchase, I checked and saw honey and gift packages were sold out. Yes, that sounds like my story. You got no bail money. Well, who's going to keep you up too late making video, doing lives if you don't bail me out? Yeah, take one for the team. That's what I'm saying. You got to take one for the team. Okay. There you go. Exactly. They won't know what hit them. Okay, I'm going to go on to this. You can see there, King Charles and Idris Elba's Netflix deal highlights royal hypocrisy. Royal hypocrisy. Now listen, you guys, they made such a stink over the Sussexes and Netflix. And yet, here we go. Charles III is trying to inch his way into Netflix. Remember the ones that he was so upset with because the the Crown was going to depict him in a way that was not fair, and they should have like a precaution at the beginning of it and all that kind of stuff. Ain't that something? Now he can't wait for the Netflix cameras to come poking around. Yep. Ain't that a trip? Now he wants to be Netflix. And of course, Feminegra, our trusted news source, Feminegra, they had a thing to say about it. Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Hello, Baron and Squatties. I'm late. I got the honey. I got the apricot spread with keepsake. I got the crepe mix. I got shortbread cookies, herbal lemon ginger, herbal peppermint, and flour sprinkles. Woohoo! You know what? Cat Harlem, thank you for the super chat. And I think you got the best of everyone on here. There's a close second, but I think you cleaned up. Wow, that is impressive. That is very impressive. Congratulations. Yes, the force is strong in you. Let's see. Kevin Slim says Netflix isn't going to save his decaying kingdom. Thank you so much for those encouraging words. I'm encouraged. That is impressive, though. Oh my goodness, not that again. It was hard enough to watch that other guy get his knighthood. I hate to see grown men worming their way into the graces of those royals trying to get that knighthood. I don't think I could take another one of those. Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that. Oh, I feel like there's acid coming up the back of my throat. Ugh. It says Charles III is partnering with Golden Globe winner actor Idris Elba for a Netflix documentary celebrating 50 years of the Prince's Trust. Set to premiere in autumn 2026, the film will highlight how the charity has impacted over 1 million lives since its founding in 1976, including Elba's. While Elba credits a £1,500 grant from the trust in the late 1980s with helping him take an early step toward acting, it was his talent, charisma, and relentless drive that transformed that chance into a global career. On the surface, the project looks like classic royal philanthropy, but the fact is airing on Netflix underscores a striking double standard. Yes, it does, because they vilified the Sussexes for Netflix, right? And now, any way they can get on Netflix, they'll take it. Are you sure you want those Netflix cameras poking around? Apparently, the answer is yes. Henrietta Phillips, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. All right. Well, what else does it say? Palace allies and media loyalists accused Meghan and Harry of betraying the crown when they signed a Netflix deal in 2020, triggering outrage from traditionalists and tabloid commentators alike. Their content, ranging from personal to philanthropic, sparked outrage among the royal traditionalists and the tabloid commentators alike. That's why I said it twice. Actually, it's up here twice. Oh, that's weird. I thought I was having a stroke. It is up here twice. The 6-part docuseries, Harry and Meghan 2022, explored the couple's departure from royal life, detailing their personal experiences with racism, press harassment, institutional neglect. Live to Lead spotlighted global changemakers inspired by Nelson Mandela's legacy. And in 2023, Heart of Invictus follows wounded veterans preparing for the Invictus Games, showcasing Harry's long-standing advocacy for combat injured veterans. Meghan's With Love Meghan focused on food, community, and storytelling through a lifestyle lens. So you have those projects to be aware of, to let you know that the Sussexes were not resting on their laurels. They were actually quite busy. And I'm just here to tell you that even though it's 2025, I don't even know what a laurel is, but that's what they were not resting on. So, Chris Ship with a P, not a T, he spoke about that. Oh, well, that's it. Oh, but while Elba is looking forward, King Charles seems to be looking for cover. The same monarch who stood by as the Sussexes were vilified for signing with Netflix, whose government helped end their security access, and who remains estranged from his son, is now using that very platform to rehabilitate his image. The announcement came days after anti-monarchy protests disrupted his birthday parade, and just as Republic sentiment is gaining momentum across the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth. So there you go. Thank you again, Feminegra. Another outstanding article. All right, let's move on. Oh, that's the tweet from Chris Ship. See, it's spelled with a P, not a T. Ship. Although I think it should be with a T, not a P. Chris Ship doesn't sound right. And knowing his character, I say replace that P with a T. You know what? This is why we can't have nice things. You guys, I don't know if you saw the video, but they were slugging the mess out of each other. The one on the right side, his nose was all bloody and everything. It was shocking. It was shocking. It was like the middle of Royal Ascot, and these two people could not keep their hands off of each other. They couldn't keep their fist off of each other. It was the most repulsive thing that I've seen since Camilla, the Queen Consort, dressed up in one of Queen Elizabeth's red roses. Yeah, it was the most shocking thing that I've seen since that ill-fated day when the Queen Consort looked like a big, sloppy mess. Yeah, it was almost as shocking as this. That's how upsetting it was. I had to go lay down. Not because of the video, but because of seeing Queen Camilla. I had to go lay down. It was so jarring and upsetting. All I could think about is our dear lamented Queen Elizabeth down in that storm shelter at the St. George Chapel. And the woman who Queen Elizabeth loathed the woman she couldn't stand, the woman she refused to meet for 5 years, all of a sudden comes crawling out the back of a state Bentley. It almost looked like something removing its exoskeleton, emerged from the vehicle looking like a sloppy mess, a big sloppy mess. Yes, it is a downgrade. It is what is that Royal Duchess? What does she say? The Tamu Queen? Queen Tamu? I felt like the Dr. Frankenstein. It's alive. It's alive. Yeah, I felt like screaming out like Dr. Frankenstein when he woke up the monster. It's alive. It's alive. And of course, being Camilla, the queen consort, she had to do that. I don't know why when she goes to any kind of sporting event, whether it's the horse races or that show that they invite her to, and she didn't realize that they wanted her to participate, something to do with the Westminster Kennel Club or something like that. Yeah, she hasn't caught on yet. She thinks that they just want her there because she's the queen consort. I think they want her there. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be nice today. I'm going to be nice today. I'm not going to say best in show. Oops, I just said it. But yeah, a big sloppy mess, an embarrassment. Let me see. So they're kicking off. It says beer and champagnes in the sun got a bit much for some revelers at the Royal Ascot as the high spirits descended into a bloody brawl. A shocking video has emerged. Oh my goodness, that video is awful. It's awful. It was very upsetting, and seriously, it was upsetting to see the way that they were fighting each other. It was terrible. Let me see. Sonia Kerr says, 1 honey, 2 keepsakes, 2 regulars, shortbread, crepe, cookie mix, all the teas it took being there before launch, and 3 orders, Baron. I even got 2 flowers, sprinkles, now waiting for the wine. You know what? I don't know if that's a tie or did you outdo the last one, but you know what? That is super, super impressive. Congratulations, and thank you so much for the super chat. Wow, you guys were taking care of your business today. You all handled your business. I am thoroughly impressed. Very, very impressive. I know it's perfect for the summer months. It really is. Fergie in the fold, King Charles greets Duchess of York with a kiss on the hand and shows his affection with the royals at Ascot. Now, you know what's going on here, you guys. You know what's going on. This is definitely a reaction to Harry and Meghan. The royal family has suddenly become so affectionate, and I do mean so affectionate. They are rekindling the rumors about inbreeding again. If nothing else, they're making us think about you know, their their parents. They're reminding us how many cousins were cousins. Um, I don't know if this is for show or not. The cynical old man I am wants to say he's only doing that because he knows the cameras are around. But then there's a part of me that says, you know what? I like Fergie, and I hope that this is like a fair, not a fair, but a much needed piece of good luck for her. Maybe this will improve her public image or whatever. Although being with the likes of him can only degrade you, but oh, what did I miss? What did I miss here? Mm, I feel like I missed something. I'm gonna laugh. What was it? Uh-oh. Okay, and Leg said clearly she doesn't have any self-awareness. Speaking of no self-awareness, look at old Mom Middleton. Made the front pages. Made the front pages. I wonder if she's the new royal family secret weapon. Looks like she's got on a custom-made mini pearl hat. The only thing that's missing is the price tag. Anyway, we're supposed to believe that Kate has had some kind of health setback. But if that is true, why is her mama at the Royal Ascot? If that is true, why is her husband at the Royal Ascot? Oh, by the way, you guys, Camilla the Queen Consort inspired, actually has helped someone win a patent, one of the fastest patents in the history of the patent office, or as you all would say, the patent office. Someone was inspired to draw a bottle opener on a napkin, and they very quickly had it manufactured, and it is called the Camilla Godzilla beer bottle opener. Because of that very bizarre slack jaw mouth thing that she does, well, it's kind of a no-brainer that somebody would take a good look at her and say, you know what? That'll make a proper bottle opener. And voila, there she is, cracking open one brewski at a time. And if you want to know what happens to the caps usually end up, down in her cleavage, down in no man's land. Yeah. By the time she gets back to Clarence house, she has to reach in there and pull all those caps out. But but seriously, why does she do that with her mouth every time she goes to any kind of sports event? It is like such a weird facial tick. I'm going to show you the first time I noticed it, and quite a few other people. It's like you're just scrolling through photos, and then all of a sudden, yeah, all of a sudden, well, if you think that sound scared you, I mean, take a look at the source. She can't help it. Just like a boa constrictor she can dislocate her jaw, and then once the threat has passed, she can pop it back in again. Such a strange habit. She shouldn't wear feathers. The bird comparisons. As in Big Bird, right? Or is it the silky chicken? Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, one of these days somebody's going to pluck those feathers, I promise you. Let me see here. Food critic Henry Salvan savages Jeremy Clarkson's Farmer's Dog Pub. That's a name. Anyway, Big Brother star and food critic Henry Salvan savaged Jeremy Clarkson's Farmer's Dog Pub in a new TikTok video posted this week. The TV star and food influencer decided to take his dad to the pub near Burford in Oxfordshire to celebrate Father's Day on Sunday. But he wasn't too impressed with the food, and it kind of drops off right there. So good. I heard that the restaurant is, it's kind of like some people suspect and allege that the restaurant is supposed to get by with the celebrity of Jeremy Clarkson, if you could believe he's some type of pseudo celebrity. But a lot of people are not so impressed with it. And unfortunately, Prince William shares a laugh with Clarkson's farm star Caleb before a cheeky joke with Vic Hope at farming event. This is the other thing that is so weird. It's bad enough Charles is going to Netflix, but William is going to spend time on the farm owned by a farm restaurant owned by Jeremy Clarkson. That is such a slap in the face. That is not cool. That is not cool. But William, the bully, doesn't seem to think that there's any conflict of interest that the man who wrote such a somewhat threatening letter to your sister-in-law, you're going to try to go and whip up business for his restaurant? Yeah, that is some repugnant stuff right there. Awful. Awful.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, there you go. Inside Camilla's Christmas party. Yes, and let's not forget, in case you guys are new to this, Jeremy Clarkson, who everybody supposedly loves. Jeremy Clarkson, so popular on television. Jeremy Clarkson wrote that horrible letter after spending some time with Camilla and the rest of her sort, including Maggie Smith, Dame Judi Dench, and who else. But yeah, be careful of the company you keep. That's how people are going to judge you. Well, Prince William's urgent promise to keep Kate Middleton. Prince William's urgent promise to Kate Middleton before she pulled out of Ascot. The Princess of Wales is balancing her recovery from cancer with attending public engagements. And the heir to the throne is right by her side every step of the way. I didn't go to the article. Somebody posted that. I didn't want to give them the engagement. But if I'm correct, the promise was to be by her side, to always be by her side. Well, if you're always by her side, why are you at Royal Ascot and Kate is nowhere in sight? And I would like to ask the same question to Kate's mama. How are you at the Royal Ascot and your daughter, for whatever reason, pulls out at the last minute, as though she doesn't have a house full of nannies, cooks, drivers, and what else? Other people. Yeah, just took them out of class. I mean, you know what I mean. Antoinette Kennedy says, Baron, 2 herbal peppermints, 2 crepe mix, 1 shortbread cookie mix, 1 herbal lemon ginger tea, 1 blossom honey, and 2 apricot spread keepsakes. Wow. Super, super impressive. Thank you so much for the super chat. I told you, y'all ain't playing today. Now, I've lost track. It's hard for me to keep in line or keep in my mind who's had the biggest haul. But you know what? You are all winners, because I think y'all have done so much greater than most of the squaddies present. So again, congratulations. Enjoy your purchase. And from time to time, just, drop a line on the comments and let us know how you're enjoying it, how you're getting on. Okay. Wow, that is super impressive. I mean, you guys, take a look at this. Take a look. We got this and this and this. Was there another? Here we go. Taking care of business. Taking care of business. Every day, taking care of business. So, congratulations, everyone. Congratulations. Look at William keeping his promise to Kate. And look at William and her mama keeping their promise to Kate. Take a look at William, his mama, and King Charles III. Everybody's keeping their promise to Kate. Everybody has called off everything that they planned all winter and spring. Everybody stopped what they were doing, because how dare they enjoy their lives while Kate is recovering from something that may or may not have happened, right? I'm so shady. And from the look on Carol Middleton's face, her eyes says one thing and one thing only. Say, is the open bar over there? Her eyes are screaming, where's the open bar? They told me there was an open bar. Y'all know I don't have any money. They told me it was an open bar. Oh, Anastasia has the raspberry spread. Congratulations. That's the one that went so fast, is the raspberry and the honey. And see there? Everybody was worried about Kate, but there's Kate with those big, gigantic feet. With those gigantic feet. I mean, those feet are so big. I look at her feet and I say, only you can prevent forest fires. Her feet are so big, she can stomp out flames faster than Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent forest fires. Yes, she could. She could prevent them. She stomp out them fires so hard, people would start thinking that there was an earthquake. Seriously, it would probably register on the Richter scale. Kate trying to stomp a fire out. It's like something out of a Jules Verne novel, a novel. But yeah, with feet like that, you could look at Kate and tell she's no pushover. How could you? She just bounced right back up. Oh, she just bounced right back up. Those feet are lethal weapons. Could you imagine how much damage can be done with those feet? Just like a giraffe, she could decapitate a lion. She didn't kick that lion all across the Serengeti. She didn't kick that lion across the Onkavanko Preserve. Only you could prevent forest fires. It's like those feet are supposed to be on Camilla Tominey, to balance her head. Okay, you all, I'm just being silly. Let me get moving here. Am I almost done? I didn't want to be on here that long. Kavan Slim says, I'm sorry, but Meg is that girl. Yes, she's that girl. Da, 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 da. Did you ever watch the series with Marlo Thomas, That Girl? It's kind of fun to look at it because you can see like New York 50 years ago. That's the only thing that's really interesting about it, is that you can see images, when they show little scenes from outside. Of course, they're not outside. They just, you know what I mean. But that's always interesting to me. I'm just like, wow, New York looks the same. Yeah, those are some monstrosities, aren't they? Remember, AI doesn't lie. Marjorie Austin says, didn't get honey that I really wanted to buy two of, everything else, and 6 of the regular jars of peach preserve. 6. Actually, that is very impressive. So, wow, you have spent a lot of money today. Thank you so much, Marjorie Austin, for supporting our Duchess. And thank you for supporting Royal Sussex with 22 months membership. Okay. Oh, yeah. Ty Singer, who survived a plane crash 27 years ago, reveals he sat in seat 11A, same as Indian crash survivor. Okay, let me try that one more time. Ty Singer, who survived a plane crash 27 years ago, reveals he sat in seat 11A, just like the other survivor from last week or whenever it was. Can you believe that? Do you know everybody's going to want to sit in 11A now? What is it about 11A that increases your probability of surviving? But you know what? as impressive as that is that he survived a plane crash, um, I bet you he didn't get a chance to order any as ever products. What y'all bet? Yeah, sitting in seat 11A may have saved his life, but what kind of life is it if you don't have access to as ever? I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. That's my own bias. Um, you survived the plane crash, but you won't have any apricot spread. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, you guys, I'm really getting silly. I better get off of this thing. I better get off of here. Um, that was very, oh, that was the last slide. Well, that's it, you guys. That was the last slide. Listen, I probably won't be back tonight unless something interesting happens. But for now, I am done. Again, don't forget, it is Connie Balmer Appreciation Day, where we thank Connie Balmer for supporting all of the channels that she has supported over the past few years. Trust me, you go back and look at the comments of some of those obscure, um, what do you call it? Channels, channels that seem to just pop up overnight. And you go through the comments, there's Connie Balmer. There's Connie Balmer. So thank you, Connie Balmer. And thank you all for watching Royal Sussex. Thank you, moderators, for keeping this a safe space. Gosh, I look at some of those comments that you all have removed, and I'm just like, what were they thinking? Okay. Let me see. Baron by 1020. All but 4 items were sold out. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? What's that? I wanted to order the Duchess products, but I do not have Instagram. Is there another way to purchase them? Sunshine, yes. If you go to asever.com, it will take you right to the page. Do go over there and register your email. Yeah, you can go over there and register your email, and hopefully you will get a heads up with what do you call it? With a message on your mail, your mailbox. You'll get a message. So yeah, that works just fine. I hope that we can be together soon. Can't we make it real soon? Won't you make it real soon? When I am away from you, girl. Okay. Okay. All right. Just looking at a couple of your comments here. Okay. Cheers. Love you guys. I will see you all next time. Carmen, see ya. Oh, thank you, Connie Balmer. Oh, you got the flower sprinkles, Carmen's Place Beauty. I'm so glad to hear that. Joseph Berno, I didn't know you were here. Cheers, glad to see you. Khalil Similan, thank you. Good to see you. Okay, let's say cheers. Cheers.